So, about Kusanali being a flower god? Are we assuming that Kusanali is the Dendro Archon? That was kind of what Yai seems to be saying, but I'm not sure if we're sure. Boop, 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 boop. Where does this quest begin?
I have a few references.
I know you do.
Manthus.
Statue of the Omnipresent God. Okay, we're not far. All right. I'm gonna get started with the playthrough then. Boop-a-doo.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Yeah, Zhongli is really talkative today. I feel like more so than usual. I know it can't really be the case. It has to, like, he always talks this much, but I really feel like it has felt like he's going off today. Toma! Oh, that's a good way to start a quest.
If the Tenryo Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
A thunderstorm?
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands right
Please
now.
don't look at me like
I
that.
hope you can understand.
Thank you for the follow, Kiryu. I'm glad you're having a good time.
Exactly. So let's keep the discussion going and see if we can find a solution.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
I'm so mad. His story is up, guys. I looked at fresh data today. We have Toma's stories now. I like forced myself to finish reading Sara's stories because I thought her backstories were kind of bland. And it was so hard for me to restrain myself. I was like, no, you're not allowed to read Toma until you read A. And then I never got around to A, so I haven't read Toma, but like it's there and it's ready for me.
Ah, hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
Are you mocking me? He wouldn't do that, would he? Is that the kind of person he is? He would tease, not mock.
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that time.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me Ippe.
Proxy clan head. This guy was proxy clan head. Are we to understand that the clan head who colluded with the Fatui has been, like, I don't know, executed or something? Is he in jail right now? I went straight to executed, which is probably too much, but, like, at least he's in the dungeons, and I'm gonna choose to believe he's undergoing terrible things right now.
Well, the Tri-Commission's work used to consist of gathering information for the Shogun and carrying out any duties she assigned. But recently, she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since she is refusing to receive any visitors, there is no one to tell us what to do.
Alright, it's a little bit entertaining to me that she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Like, the whole Archon quest was her coming out of her solitude and self-reflection, and now she's doing more of it.
We all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime, the thunderstorm out at sea has been getting wilder.
Nice.
Yep, that's the one. And all the time it's been there, the storm has never changed in shape or size. But now, it seems to be drawing closer to Inazuma.
Oh shit. I just noticed his sexy high boots. That is all.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of trying to get revenge on us?
Are you really scared of her? Ether asks, as though he is not also scared of her.
Nuh-uh! She lost to us! Paimon's not scared! Why would Paimon be scared?
Hi, Cecile. You're just in time. We just started the quest.
Paimon's just, you know, she might be angry. Yeah, that's all. Just a little concerned.
Just a little concerned.
I don't think you need to worry about that. The reason we're concerned is that we've never known the almighty Shogun's will to falter before.
Sorry, I was just looking at his costume again.
Considering Liyue's god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad sign. A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the almighty Shogun is having health problems. The fact that she won't see anyone right now makes us concerned that things are only going to get worse.
Seems like a valid concern.
Right. So, before
Hello,
rumors
Eric.
start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here and discuss countermeasures with the Tenryo Commission. We need to make sure we're prepared to deal with the chaos if and when it arrives.
So you know, for everyone that you simp over, there's a very specific, like, you know, not all simping is the same. Every character has a certain brand of obsession. For some reason, like, my reigning desire with Toma, like, the impulse that I have, is to kind of just, like, caress his cheekbone. Like, every time we look at his face, all I want to do is like, oh, hi, sweetheart. What were you saying? Before rumors start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here and discuss countermeasures with the Tenryo Commission. We need to make sure we're prepared to deal with the chaos if and when it arrives.
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryo Commission is facing huge internal instability at the moment. The Kujo clan has lost control over the other clans.
Huh? Why is that?
Isn't it just because he's a child clone? No, Demi, you're missing a key part. He is not a child clone. He is, if you took Child and Kaya and smushed them together, you get Toma. So he is better than a child clone. He is the child Kaya, like, an entity, which makes him a completely 100% fan service character, but I'm okay with it.
The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Inazuma.
Yo! We can say that he and Kaya are friends! Yo, that's some big brain shit right there. This is the kind of headcanon we need. Yes, the child Kaya, baby. I should really pay better attention to this conversation and not just stare at his pretty green eyes. The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroy. Alright, the fact that he can say this sentence, we're just like, you know, it reads like a sentence, not colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Inazuma. It's like, nah, we colluded with the Fatui, nearly destroy the whole of Inazuma. Just like, the casualness of that sentence.
Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just a matter of time before the almighty Shogun hands down her decree.
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore. But there's still work that has to be done.
So Toma, you come in, you're like, alright everybody, you still trust the Yashiro Commission, I'll lead the military now.
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health, there might be a way through. But now?
My lack of ability is to blame. I failed to uncover the truth in time, and I failed to stop my father.
Ah, he's your
Now,
daddy.
as acting head of the clan, I'm failing to quell the unrest.
We'll help you, bud.
Don't blame yourself, Master. You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns. The Kujo clan can't cope with any more instability in its current state.
Alright, older brother. And Sarah grew up alongside them, so I wonder if he's gonna tell us anything cute or interesting about Sarah.
Yes, you're right. Masahito has enough on his plate at the moment. Mustn't cause any more issues for him.
Have we heard this name before? Should I be remembering anything about this Masahito?
Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in a few days. Right now, I need to go visit Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He's the only one capable of taking charge of the situation now.
Akatsukasa. Okay.
I suppose. Well, Okay, no problem. A speedy resolution to the Tenryo Commission's internal issues is in our best interest as well.
Oh, was the older brother who Chisato wanted us to send a letter to? The name feels familiar to me. He's the secret boyfriend. Okay, that's why it's familiar.
I'll come with you, Master.
No need. I'll handle this by myself.
Oh, okay. Take care then. Come back soon.
He's so sad. He's like, I'm not needed.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the Tenryo Commission have been caused by the Shogun's decision to take some time off, right?
Oh, this guy. Not the older brother, but the current clan head. The guy we were just talking to is the secret boyfriend. The older brother is a big samurai guy in the Kujo encampment. Ah, okay. Thank you, guys. This is what I keep you around for. If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the Tenryo Commission have been caused by the Shogun's decision to take some time off, right?
If things carry on like this, people will start to panic.
Huh? You can actually do that?
Yeah, Ippei's like, you're just gonna invite the Shogun out for tea?
Don't know for sure, but we may as well try. Whether she takes us up on the offer or not will depend on what mood she's in.
Sounds like you guys know what to do. Shall I leave it up to you then? You know, everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition, but if people got to see her in person, it would put their fears to rest.
This kind of feels like we're about to have Lantern Rite 2.0. Lantern Rite 2.1. It's like, oh yeah, welcome to retirement, Zhao. It's like, oh, Raiden, welcome back to the world. Let's go take a walk around your city and enjoy all the pretty lights. Look at his costume. I want it so bad.
Thank you very much. I owe you one. Again.
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance to see the Shogun while she's isolating, right? Let's take a trip to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Reflections of mortality. Catch the wind. They sure do love their date quest. It's true. Other and Paimon have a problem. Let's go on a date. Guy, are you not where you belong? Oh no, she's totally where she belongs.
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me?
Why, yes, of course.
What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as convincingly as your tongue. You came because you need my help, didn't you?
No, we just wanted to invite you on a date. With the Raiden. Date?
Still, your answer has put me in a good mood.
I'm so excited to do her hair. I finally noticed today, you guys absolutely cannot see it in the lighting, but the purple is fading. It's just in the bangs, but the bangs are looking a little bronzish. We're getting closer to when it's light enough again that I can do it Yai style.
So tell me, what is the matter?
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten wilder. Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that something might be wrong with her.
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden from you anyway. Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically.
What?
Her temperament has changed?
Her power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that fateful strike.
Somehow I felt that facepalm more than usual. But wait, do we know why her power was already on the decline? She seems to have just as much control over Inazuma as ever, if not more. So yeah, this, I hope they address this.
The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to see her.
This is great! Didn't help that I forgot to bring her some dango and light novels when I went to see her. Oh my god.
Oh,
Hi,
the
Danny.
poor thing.
Hi, RJ.
Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. Crying and ranting and raving. Oh, I could hardly bear to see her that way.
Alright, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be funny. This might be a like, oh no, she's having a bad time. Because if someone IRL were experiencing this, I would not be laughing. But like, you know, just think about it. This is a god. And without desserts and books to console herself with, she just lost it. Crying and ranting and raving as a god. It's funny. It's funny. Fandom was right all along. I'm so sorry, D3. This is everything D3 was upset at fandom for doing to her. I'm so sorry for your loss.
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like that?
I believe you. Yeah, it's not beyond the realm of possibility. But that face, yes, I love it. Others, I'm done with this shit face.
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that blatant lie did to you.
Aww, big sads. Man. Consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me. So our concerns are nonsensical to you? Put me
Faye
on
seeks
you.
eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being?
I have so many problems with that sentence, I'm just gonna continue.
You're saying she's fine, right?
Right?
I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention, so there is no reason to disturb her. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered somewhat.
Maybe she's gone stir crazy. Alright, I'm gonna tell you guys, stir was not the word I saw in my peripheral when I was first looking at that.
I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting. But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want, and have seen everything one could ever wish to see?
You're full of shit, yeah. She's trying to act all high and mighty, but she's already decided to help us. Like, this is not her true feelings. She's just BSing. Do it for A. I wonder if one of these is a right answer. So I feel like the right answer is do it for A, but I want to see what she says to this. Oh!
I like that answer.
You have risen in my esteem. My friend said, never gonna leave me out, never gonna... Oh my god. You got me, Boggin. You got me. If we weren't in the middle of a quest, I would have, like, said it my normal way instead of muttering it, too. I actually love that song, though. I have never understood why it's, like, a low-key prank on people. I like getting rickrolled. It brings me joy.
Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate, and he will let you in.
Thanks, Miko.
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please stay true to your word. Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you have finished with it.
Or we could sell it on the black market. We could rent it out. Imagine the money you could get if you had a pass permit for one visit to the Shogun. Oh, oh.
The Almighty Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors allowed.
Oh, we've got a pass permit from Miko.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Not even esteemed travelers like yourselves.
This feels like an amusement park ticket. Like, here we go, I'd like to go on the roller coaster.
Guji Ai is only authorized to hold that pass permit because of the trust that the Almighty Shogun places in her, and her alone. Wait, this is authentic.
It'd be a little difficult to forge it.
Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Sorry, whoopsies, that means we need more water. Oh yeah, she's definitely resting.
Look how she's pacing
That is a
back and
peaceful
forth.
pace.
Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
Ah, look at that calm. So enlightened. Much zen. Hi, I'd like to go on a Raiden. I see you, Katie. I see you. I feel like mortals in the context of Genshin aren't meaninglessly weak compared to an Archon. Lifeline-wise, yeah, but A doesn't seem untouchable. Hard agree. Like, it didn't sit right for Yai to even say that. Like, I felt like that was our sign that she was speaking in jest, because I don't think many gods actually see things that way. Humans seem to matter. To most of them. I'm sure there are exceptions. I mean, Scaramouche showed us one person who don't care. All right. Hey, come on. Have a chill. Come here, let's talk.
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Eliminated. Once again with the they go to execution real fast around these parts.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like we're your enemies? We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude.
Forbidden? Is everything okay?
That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
Huh?
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
Do puppets really need rest and relaxation?
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing. But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of Euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for rest and relaxation.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this. I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing.
Well, that's reason to be concerned.
I am currently unwilling to deal with any business. I am also incapable of it.
Is it just me, or did that sound a little bit petulant? Like, I am unwilling. I'm also incapable. Like a sheepish little like. I agree with yeah, it feels like an Adeptus level relationship. Raiden EXE has stopped working. Which of the personalities do I prefer? I feel like I need to answer that question after we've done the quest, because I still don't really understand the lines and delimiters between the personalities. So I will return to that question after I've seen all there is to see regarding it.
What do you mean by that?
It has been forbidden. Please refrain from making me talk any further.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Ah,
Have you
it's you two.
malfunctioned?
It's been a while. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
Oh, she's out. She's not in the sword. Okay. Shit. No camera here either. I know, but it's worth a try. Figured. I just wanted to try.
That was terrifying! Would it be so hard to give us a little warning first?
It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
Wow, she's got some sass. Since when does she have sass?
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Please don't look at me like that.
Thanks for the follow, Abhishek. Thanks for the follow, Abhishek. Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions.
Alright, she do feel like a robot now.
Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting. As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity, and thinking takes time.
Can't have the Shogun making decisions while she's trying to make policy choices. So that makes sense.
But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
She seems so, like, competent and sane.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No. She was not created to ever be turned off.
I mean, you just disabled a bunch of functions, though. Can't you just disable enough functions until she's in sleep mode?
Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity.
So strict with yourself.
That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen circumstances.
So, like, a super advanced AI. Are there any precedences of this? Well, yeah, Albedo. But Albedo's not an AI, he's an homunculus. So it's starting to feel like the puppet is something different from Albedo.
For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control! control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled.
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
This Miss, like, I'm aware of everything. You think I don't know about the Vision Hunt decree? I am perfectly aware of it, and
Please
I thought
don't
it
look
was
at me
fine.
like that.
And now she's just like, oh yeah, something's wrong with the storm. Thanks for the follow, Noblex. Catherine seems to be simpler, or maybe we've just only seen Catherine do simple functions. So it seems like Catherine is a much simpler version, like something I could think of as a robot. And Albedo seems to be like a fully functional human, just artificially created. And I don't know if I would call that AI because he seems very organic. I think of homunculi as, you know, they're artificial, but they are still organic and fully formed people. Feels like Raiden is somewhere in the middle. And I know we were talking about possibly related to the Makukenki as well. They are straight up called puppets, but they're also mechanical. So, yeah, it is not yet clear. I don't know if they're gonna make it clear exactly where Shogun falls on this triangle of artificial beings. I don't know why I put the triangle down here. This is the plane that you can see. Triangle of artificial beings. That's the feeling I'm getting too, that A and the puppet are absolutely different, like, different individual beings, not just personalities. And previously, that's how I was thinking of them, as different personalities of the same person. But no, these are entirely separate consciousnesses. Oh, she has gears in her story cutscene. The story cutscenes are done in such a fantastical way. I don't know if that would be figurative or a literal representation, but it's definitely worth paying attention to. It could show signs towards a more mechanical base. And since Makukenki exists here, I'm inclined to think that that's the most, you know, the closest origination. A Shogun would be a combination of machine, homunculus, and an exuvia. So, could we say that an exuvia is the body of a homunculus? Like, what if you had an exuvia, and then once you put a consciousness in it, that's a homunculus? It's kind of how, like, I was thinking about them. I don't know if it's right to think of them like that, but...
Huh? Okay, well, let us bring you up to speed.
I see. So the thunderstorm is drawing closer.
You can fix it, right?
Right?
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it.
Seems a little arbitrary.
Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things.
Okay. My compliments to the VA. Did you guys hear that, like, that defensiveness? Like, she's been perfectly, I have everything well in hand. Things are going exactly as I intend. And then, like, it feels a little arbitrary. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. Like, we pushed a button. We booped her on the nose and she was not happy with it.
Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
It's fine, just as long as you can fix it is all.
Any progress on your thoughts about eternity?
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
Here we go. Who mentioned touching some grass? We're gonna take her for some grass. How about we take a walk? And her eyes narrowed a little bit. She's like, a walk? Excuse you?
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest. And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and give you some fresh inspiration.
I hope we don't leave right away. I want a chance to look around more and see if the Crimson Moon is still there before we leave.
You mean
But I have a feeling we
leave
won't.
the plane of Euthymia?
Might do everyone some good.
It's unnecessary, as far as I'm concerned. But since you're inviting me, a change of pace might well be nice. All right then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Magic. Just magic.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about. Allow us to be your tour guides.
In her own land. Okay, Pineapple.
Tour guides? What's a tour guide?
No, no, don't make her a straw hat. No. I didn't mean to say straw hat. I meant to say straw Spock. Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go, go, go!
I am always thinking of One Piece. You will be hard-pressed to find a moment when I am not thinking of One Piece. And, aw, shit, yep, see. No opportunity to look around. It's okay, we have to stalk Owlet and have her
There's
look
a
around before she talks.
familiarity to the scent in the air and the firmness beneath my feet. Now, time for a change of pace. Where should we go?
To the left!
I'm not familiar with Born Sexy Yesterday. The one I was thinking of, quick, I'll make this so quick, guys. Sarah, yeah. Oh, Straw Vulcan, here we go. I was thinking of this one. Wait, let me open this for later. TV tropes, Born Sexy Yesterday. No. I'll find a good link later. Boop, boop. Back on target. We're back on track. What happens when you mix A and Pyro? She throws a fireball. Wow, I am surprised I fell for that one. And I fall for a lot, but I feel like I shouldn't have fallen for that one. This is Paimon's first time of the plane of Euthymia. That's why she freaked out so much. Oh yeah, you're right. That's true. That is true. Had not occurred to me earlier. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Cole. Oh, shoot. Why is it? Oh, Alt. Click. Boop.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it.
I liked that tone of her voice. Alright, it is 100% a date. I was kind of joking earlier, but turns out. Alright. Okay. I usually don't read the TV tropes pages on like very specific characters. I tend to go for more general stuff like archetypes and plot sequences, and I'm forgetting what the name for it is, but like the different kinds of party types you have and relationships. less so on like a specific fandoms. Yeah, I don't go into the specifics of fandoms. I tend to use Fandom Wikia for that. And then TV tropes is my go-to for the more general, like, storytelling principles things, or storytelling patterns. Yes, so Koku Decree is still in effect. Or we haven't seen anything that says it's not. Sounded like a grandma there. She did! You're right, she did.
Huh. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
It's the Shogun! What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite sudden.
I appear to have frightened the people.
Our date with Zhongli had a good reason for it. You know, it was a date wrapped up in an excuse. This one feels like with Zhao. It's literally, let's just go hang out for a while.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself.
Alright, they're making the Shogun seem simpler and simpler. Like Cole pointed out earlier, you know, it's not an AI like a computer AI, it's a magic AI. But like, the more A talks about it, the more it feels like they're taking the computer AI kind of conceptualization and just saying, yeah, it's magic instead of technology, but all the same rules apply. It's like, oh yeah, she's already doing processing. Like, it's not how you would say it.
Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to relax.
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make a more low-profile return later?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, eh?
I want people to just start falling to their knees. Like, shouldn't people just start praying right now in the streets?
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic.
Oh, that was a nice little
Wait
twirl.
a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either? Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
That was kind of awkwardly silent after she said the either line. Like, I thought Paimon was gonna say something about Zhongli, and then it was just strangely quiet for a moment.
Shogun, excuse me.
Wait, no, isn't this the super experimental guy? Like, no one comes back for seconds on his food because he's so I'm trying to think of a synonym for experimental, but you know?
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today.
I didn't want to stop to talk to the NPCs because I liked the The experience of walking beside her. I'm not sure why I was so attached to it, but I prioritized that.
Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Oh, he's very passionate about them.
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kind of like the odd one out.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell.
Milk.
So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience.
It's storming for you? Jelly. Many jealousies. No, I would love to walk around Inazuma in the middle of a thunderstorm, IRL. Like, that would just add to the experience so deeply.
For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
So I think I'm unclear on whether A is currently possessing the puppet or if she's appearing on her own. I want to say the latter as well. I agree on that. But I can't put a lot of certainty on that. It's just what I'm inclined towards. Previously, when we first heard, like the first time anyone mentioned that the consciousness is in the sword, like it seemed like a puppet possession, but then they started talking about them having separate consciousnesses. How do we know that she's possessing the puppet? Do they say it outright? Because that's what seemed most natural at first, but the more they talk about, like Scaramouche has his own consciousness. Do the Archons really have physical forms anyway? I mean, Venti as a wind spirit, we have the little drawing of him, but... like, I feel like they are just elemental consciousnesses, and they can make whatever bodies they want. They're freestyle shapeshifters. How are you guys so sure? Like, you're speaking with a lot of certainty, but like, how do we know that?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with Eternity.
Oh no, he's scared!
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
There is so much, like, little nuances in how she's delivering these lines. I'm just so impressed with how she's doing that.
Huh. Why do I feel like she's different than I expected? Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either, and both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
A chance combination. Interesting. May I try this drink?
Is it gonna be like smoothie texture? Is that what we're working with right now? Or maybe like frappuccino. Did he invent a frappuccino?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
I'm trying to think of like what this drink would be IRL. Like a slushie? They're all iced though. This is just milk. I don't think he mentioned it being iced.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like
porridge.
Porridge?
Okay, okay.
But the resemblance
I know what
is
they're
only
getting at. I
superficial.
know what they're getting at. Porridgey texture. Okay.
Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I was imagining it as more viscous than horchata. Like thicker. Have I had rice pudding? I don't know if I've ever had ice pudding, so I might not have the right frame of reference. Dango is pretty sweet. Horchata flavor with porridge texture. Okay, okay. I can get on board with that. I feel like I want to try it now. Where can you... Best Dango in San Diego. Haha! Right down the street from me. Oh, at H Mart! Okay, okay guys, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna buy some milk and some Dango from the H Mart down the street. And on Thursday stream, we're gonna try this Dango milk. It's gonna be great.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this Dango milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Not after this. Yo, all those people from the bridge down are watching the Shogun right now and seeing how much attention this guy is getting. They're gonna think his fucking stall is sacred and blessed. This is like a celebrity endorsement.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
She looks like existential crisis face, like this kitten makes.
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination, even though everyone who's tried it before rates it highly. I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual taste. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, it was kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Whenever Rex Lapis would come down and make economic predictions, whatever he predicted would then do well because everyone expected it.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just have the Yashiro Commission order a few hundred cups and go door-to-door delivering them.
I don't know if he has the stock to support that.
No,
He might need a
almighty
loan.
Shogun, that's too much.
Can you also give him a loan to prepare those cups?
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on Dango milk.
What is the archetype that she is fulfilling right now? The one that has to be hurting D3 inside.
Oh, I would no. No need. That would be needlessly indulgent.
Oh my god, she's doing so well. The inflections in this voice. Okay.
There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell some sort of light novels. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself.
Can we talk about
Can
this,
you take me
though?
there?
I have not paid enough attention to this in the past. The whole, I know we've mentioned it, but the whole fact that Yai owns a publishing house, like, I like to think a lot about if we took our gods and immortal beings and put them in a modern AU. But when we think about their lifetime, this is their modern AU, right? Not an AU, but like an extension, as though this world has progressed to what we would recognize as modern. Compared to when these people like first became conscious, this is very, very modern. And the fact that Yai went and just like was, here's my hobby, I'm gonna make a publishing house, is so in line with every like, oh, modern era, they own a coffee shop sort of thing. It makes me so happy. It's wonderful. It's just when people took Goro's character model and made him act like a YouTuber cat girl, that actually pissed me off. Would it piss you off if I wanted to watch those for the express purpose of laughing at them? Because that sounds hilarious.
Sure! Let's go and have a look! Give me half a chance, and I'll become an outstanding...
Oh, no, you're not saying anything special to the quest. Never mind. Never mind! It's that painful to watch? Whoa.
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Yai Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
I'm here to visit.
She just wants to browse your books.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
This is so funny because, like, imagine you were in this situation too. I would be shook. I would be very genuinely shook at this encounter. I feel you so much right now, man. With your little bang right there.
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Yai Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all kinds of strange. I'm not sure we have anything quite to the Almighty Shogun's taste.
New light novel title right there? Wait. What is? I missed something.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
Everyone who's never read fan fiction going into it like, how scary can it be?
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
Oh yeah, we still have not gotten our drowning scene, and I want it. I really want it.
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Well... Okay then.
Okay, this is gonna be beautiful.
Please proceed to the bookshelf over there. It has all the latest bestsellers.
I'm so ready.
There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just finished compiling them into a saleable form. Don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
Okay, let's go then. Huh. How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material?
Did I underestimate the caliber of this material? She's talking about light novels.
I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations?
Oh, you mean the in-game name. I would like it if it switched to A2. It would be cool if they changed it. That would be a pro move.
Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilichurl is that I only need to eat Sansetias to become stronger.
I know all of these words in isolation, but when you put them together in this particular order... Excuse me, what? I'm working so hard. I'm working on untraining myself from saying ball, and I think I'm getting better at it.
It's so long.
It's so long.
Is it true that hilichurls grow stronger from eating Sansetias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device.
Narrative device. The skepticism, like, narrative device. It's whatever the author wants it to be.
So it's made up? What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable? Also, I'm fairly certain that hilichurls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting hilichurl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now.
Fads have no place in eternity. Nah. They mark their place in history.
How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start.
I'm feeling a little bit huffy. Like, that they are willing to say give you the scoop, but they were too afraid to say Kuroda or whatever his name, Disnan shook. Because that is the only accurate way to convey what he's going through right now. But no. Paimon's all like, I understand his reservations. And then proceeds to say, I'll give you the scoop. No, exactly, Nicholas. This whole conversation is just reminding me of, like, baby's first steps into fanfic.
I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very entertaining.
This seems like Miko's style. After the BS she fed us at the beginning of this quest, I am so unsurprised. I want to sit down for tea with Yai. I want to peer into Yai's mind.
Alright, leave it to us. We'll be back in a jiffy. This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against.
Alright. A Liyue martial arts story, a reincarnation adventure story, or a daily life romance story. Okay. Life made me a fighter when I just want to be a writer. I feel like I've seen this as a title for something before, actually. This, like, life made me a fighter when, and then put anything at the end, and you could come up with some, like, modern pop songs. The book is a martial arts story set in Liyue, focusing on fighting between different gangs. The protagonist aspires only to become a humble novelist, but gets caught up in the world of gang strife because of an unparalleled martial arts ability. This is so believable. They're on point. This is exactly how it goes. The selling point of this story is that the protagonist never joins any faction, but is constantly assumed to be the reclusive master of one faction or another. I don't think it's exactly Xingqiu's book. Have I read Xingqiu's book? I feel like... Hello? Okay, I thought my mic might have cut out. I actually haven't read Xingqiu's book yet, but maybe it is. Sitting on my feet and they're falling asleep. The martial arts pros who see the protagonist as their enemy are always making a scene. The protagonist is stuck in the middle of all this, all the while clinging tight to the dream of becoming a novelist. We have access to the first volume of his book, I think. It's Legend of a Lone Sword, right? No, this one's not Xingqiu's. What was Xingqiu's book? Somehow I'm forgetting. It was Legend of something, right? Legend of Sword? Is this one Xingqiu's book? Alright, he's stuck in the middle of all this, all the while clinging tight to his dream of becoming a novelist. Alright, we might not have it in game yet, but they have the content written.
What a strange person. Why would someone want to be a novelist that badly?
Hey, Paimon, don't judge. Legend of Sword is Xingqiu's. Perfect, there. So we do have access to it. It might not be in-game.
Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world.
It's about the journey.
You do have a point. And a character so determined to follow their ambition is likely to appeal to A, right?
It might make A slightly uncomfortable. Alright. All this makes me think of is that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Shogun Almighty, reborn as Raiden with unlimited power. Oh no. In this book, the protagonist is struck by lightning beneath a thunder sakura and wakes up to discover that he has become the Raiden Shogun. Prior to this event, the protagonist is a nobody who gets bullied by everyone. But after becoming the Raiden Shogun, he acquires unlimited power. The appeal of this one probably lies in the euphoria of going from powerlessness to omnipotence. Cool, I pronounced it right, did you catch that? And in the protagonist's inner journey to finally breaking free from their low self-esteem. But it's hard to see how the story would develop after the protagonist literally becomes the Raiden Shogun.
With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about letting A look around. Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble.
But it doesn't paint the Shogun in a bad light.
Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this Paimon would never do, Paimon would feel really uncomfortable.
Or super entertained. But I don't know if she has enough of a sense of humor about herself, so we'll let that one slide. A daily life romance story. Alright, give me the slice of life. The chaotic epic that is the tale of my youthful love life. This book is about the love stories between a very mediocre man and 7 beautiful women. Oh no. It's a chronological account of the protagonist's daily life, featuring many amusing anecdotes. The writing is solid, the prose is elegant, and the author brilliantly brings out the unique charm of each character in the story. But the story stops at a crucial moment when the main character's childhood sweetheart is just about to confess their love to him.
The suspense is killing, Paimon!
I am not suggesting a harem fic to the Shogun. No.
Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood.
No.
Right! Yeah, it's just a novel. But please let the author have a heart, please!
Alright, confirmed that Paimon is into harems. Good to know. Good to know.
The plot is really gripping. But would A really understand this kind of mortal romance?
It might help her get more in touch with the human experience, if she's interested in that.
Let's try to explain them to A.
Hey, where are you?
Stop adding your abilities to the characters.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories.
Alright, the martial arts story. I don't know, I feel like it might trigger some vision backlash. But everything else, I feel a little uncomfortable with. Obtaining a harem is a key to the path of eternity. You know what? They're not gonna make wrong answers anyway. Doesn't matter if I make a purposefully bad choice. Welcome, Destiny. Am I gonna get penalized? I'm gonna go with the martial arts story.
Goodness. Are people in Liyue really so complex these days?
She is gonna join his harem regardless. Ether knows better than to worry about such things.
Even though the protagonist refuses to acknowledge his innate talents, he has a rare dedication to justice. Where is he now? Does he have plans to visit Inazuma? If so, I will instruct one of the commissioners to bring him to me on his arrival. I would very much like to spar with him.
Bitch, I seen you kill everyone who loses a fight in front of you. I would not send anyone to spar with you.
He's a fictional character. He doesn't exist.
Oh my god, imagine if the bad choice actually reverted all the Inazuma story and we're enemy of the state again. I cannot believe your audacity for showing me this book. Begone. Out of my sight. Take that pass back to Ya. I don't trust your judgment anymore. He's a fictional character. He doesn't exist.
What about the antagonist, though? Don't you have any thoughts about their part in the story?
The antagonists? You mean all the people who behaved foolishly? What can I say? They're bad people, and they all got what they deserved. End of story.
I'm not sure how I feel about this. The antagonists? Well, they're bad people, and they got what they deserved. End of story. I've had problems with a few of your statements, dear A.
A doesn't seem interested in the supporting characters at all. So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's light novels, eh?
Executed for recommending bad light novels. Yeah, I don't remember how you phrased it earlier, D3, but you're like, she doesn't understand something being imaginary even though she's like lived in her imagination for 500 years. Like, I don't know, maybe like that makes sense in a way. Maybe to her, like her mindscape, her internal realm is so tangible and real to her that she takes imagination or things that are imaginary more seriously than we would expect, because to her, like, she's used to it being real. Like maybe that's a thing? I don't know.
Do you like the stories we picked?
I need to go take a Tylenol soon. It'll be a good chance to do a hydrate too.
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent in terms of the effects of time upon Inazuma.
Ruh-roh.
Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plain of Euthymia, there was no Yae publishing house, and certainly no stories of this kind. In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. a nation that, in theory, should remain entirely unchanged over time. But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time.
It's human nature. So if you don't want things to change, you gotta kill all the humans.
I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of euthymia. But the truth is right here in front of my eyes, and I can't deny it.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. But I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me.
We're just here for a good time. Don't worry about it.
This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time to come.
Ooh, great idea! Ace had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Alright. I don't think we're gonna get it. But imagine how fun it would be if, you know, they keep teasing us about skins. Like they'll say, oh, maybe we can get a costume, and then they wimp out on it. Imagine as part of our, like, we're taking A out on a date, is we took her shopping, and we had a little, like, quick montage of them trying on a whole bunch of different Inazuma outfits. That would be adorbs. Like, as if we had more stops on our whole journey here. First we stopped by the bookshop, and next we're gonna go to the clothing store. If you guys questions about us writing new light novels, like, I will be diggity for it.
Take a photo? Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words that makes absolutely no sense to me.
Okay, Grandma. Cole, I think I have a pretty good idea of what the Born Sexy Yesterday trope is now. I look forward to watching that video and being like, yep, that's the feeling I was getting.
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we mean.
Everything is going smoothly.
Oh, the fabric of constancy. I saw fabric and I was like, oh, my mall trip. But no.
So, what are we supposed to be doing?
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do is stand over there and strike a pose. Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time, so it makes a great souvenir.
Okay, so what exactly is striking a pose? Ah, I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of visually agreeable action in front of you, right?
But
The more
a
I think about it,
stationary one.
the more embarrassing it seems. How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming naturally to me at all.
This is a very relatable moment.
Casual. How about this? This feels quite natural.
I mean, it works, but I want to see what
Alright.
the other one is.
Well, I'll leave the decision to you. Okay, I'll try that.
I like this.
Okay, let's get started.
We could have done the Vogue
Let's
one.
pick a
but...
good angle to record this moment from.
Just a normal ass photo shoot. I'm not like that, but I can imagine lots of people doing shit with this photo. Turns out I am like that. No, I didn't mean to save it! Whoopsies. I just click on every button that appears. Oh no, now I have to show the picture to her. Shit. Shit! I can't deny, I am one of you. There you go. I did it. I didn't know I would have to show her though. I thought I could just put it in the creeper book.
It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the photo we took of you.
Oh no.
Wow. This is astonishing.
We should have done
Is
the
it some
underwear.
kind of magic? It seems to be another copy of me.
We should have done the underwear angle just so that she had to say this, like, this is astonishing. Oh man. Photos are basically paintings, and that's not a new concept. Don't understand why she has such a hard time with the concept. We didn't say the painting thing. If we had made that analogy, it probably would have worked better for her. Taking a photo like that. Oh, we're enemy of the state again.
But
Who
she
bonked
doesn't
me?
seem
Oh,
to
it's
be
not
able to
showing.
move or talk.
I forgot I have it set to not show commands to me, so that is why. Oh, like every other character hasn't been looted. I do it to one and y'all up on me. Alright, she doesn't need to be able to move her. Oh, okay. No, yeah, never mind, Cole. I didn't think she was gonna go this crazy with it. You should have gotten it by now, eh?
I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid, but it actually looks more natural than I imagined. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
I wonder if if we're gonna pull something about, you know, like photos and eternity, because it, you know, grasps each moment and it does not change as it was recorded.
That's what makes it so special!
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand this. I need you to explain it again.
Alright, this is more struggle than I find acceptable. The new vision, but you know, actual vision decree. I feel like she could run with this. She could take up a new hobby in her pursuit of eternity.
So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me? If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me? And if she is me, then who am I?
Oh my god. That's what you guys meant by existential crisis. Oh dear. I wish I wasn't wearing glasses so that I could pinch the bridge of my nose right now. And if she is me, then who am I?
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Traveler. Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into anybody else's hands.
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that. My existence... I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me, but I can exist in many different forms. It's not important what form I exist in.
Literally a shapeshifter. You should not be struggling with this concept.
The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence. The question of whether or not she is me is not determined by any of her components.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
Well, she's a god. And we know that Zhongli can go between forms. Like, he's talked about his mortal vessel, and we know he has his dragon Qilin form. And Venti chose to take on the shape of the nameless bard that died in the war. So we know that gods are able to take on different forms.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constantly changing my form of existence. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging? Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from beyond my existing sphere of knowledge. You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding of things.
Maybe we can't tell?
Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one I remember. But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today is no longer Inazuma. Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent god were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened.
Yeah, see, am I a hypocrite? Like, is this friendship? Is this a butterfly? Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent god were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened.
Perhaps... Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tightly.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out. And that means that we've done a really great job as her guides.
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so noisy down there?
Oh yeah, we still have to fix the issue about the thunderstorm.
Oh, that sounded like Ippei. What could be the matter?
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Yep, let's find out what's going on.
Alright guys, give me a quick minute. I need to do my wah-wah. I require hydration. So, we're all just gonna meow. Boop, 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 boop. Strug. Okay. Just a moment. Ow, I bit my tongue. Okay. Is it time for us to deal with that thunderstorm? I wasn't a big fan of the date, but I like what came after. See, I totally didn't even take it in a pervy direction until you did. You both walked into it and then called yourself out on it. There's a voice?
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
Oh. This is an important aside. Yeah, I've seen that comparison a lot about, like, there is at least a pattern of lots of really heavy shit going on in the male story quests, and then lots of dates. Literally was right next to me. Whoopsies.
Hey, Ippei! What's the matter?
Ah, it's you. Huh? The almighty Shogun.
You noticed us before the purple lady who looks like your god?
You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry, he's not here at the moment. But if it pleases you, I will gladly deliver a message on your behalf.
Hello, Fuyu. I'm well. How are you? No delivering messages. What's he
It's
up
okay.
to?
I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling out, so we came to see what was going on.
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations, and I'm starting to get worried.
Negotiations?
In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he just found somewhere he likes and lost track of time. But for some reason, today, I'm particularly nervous.
Maybe it's because everyone's gossiping about the god walking around. That would make everyone nervous.
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan, I presume.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home, Master Kamaji is currently serving as representative of the Kujo clan.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryo Commission at present. Does this have anything to do with Kujo Kamaji?
Forgive us, almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its duty. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryo Commission is in decline. Plus you have yet to issue a verdict on the Commission's future.
He is so nervous.
So, Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan with a view of having them take over.
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters, right? Why are you looking for them here?
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. I'm a little confused as to why, to be honest, but I didn't feel it was my place to question the higher-ups.
Not sus at all.
The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the Takatsukasa clan have some kind of base there.
If like your commission was under like investigation for collusion with the Fatui, I would think you would be doing everything as by the book as possible, right? Like you don't want to get extra eyes on you or extra scrutiny for doing things that could make people go,
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been faithfully serving the Kujo clan all these years?
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had a lot of ground to cover, but still, there's no way it should have gone on this long. I've searched all over the city. If he really hasn't returned yet, then... yeah, I thought of that possibility too. But someone of my rank can't just go venturing into Takatsukasa clan territory like that.
Cattail. We can go check things out for you.
No need. I'm probably just overthinking things. Besides, if they're still at it, they'll only blame me for interrupting the negotiations. I'm only a lowly servant. But Master Kamaji and I grew up together. It'd be terrible if anything ever happened to him.
You are chewing on my mic setup. No chewing on the mic setup. I say as I pet her as though she's doing everything perfectly fine.
I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have done something about it.
What do you think, Almighty Shogun?
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to interrupt the negotiations.
No, Mama.
Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision. This issue started with me, and I shall be the one to finish it.
Yeah, man. Awesome stuff.
Thank you so much, Shogun. I'll keep looking around in the meantime, too. Let me mark out the location of the base for you. I hope everything goes smoothly.
Teleport waypoint was unlocked? That was weird. But okay. Wow, Lady Shogun. So radical, man. You're a dope lady. Captain, you are causing me difficulties. Ooh, hidden mountain base. Damn, they serious. Following the intelligence you got from Ippei, you discovered the Takatsukasa clan's hidden base. The Tenryou Commission is in a precarious state, and Kujo Kamaji has not returned. You do not yet know what has happened in this place. Here we go!
Whoa! Look at how well hidden this place is.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains. I feel something that doesn't belong here. I sense danger.
Huh?
She's sensing shit now. Have we encountered this before? What precedent do we have for any divine-esque being simply sensing danger? What kind of energy could she be sensing?
We should proceed with caution. The Kujo clan descendant may well be in trouble.
Oh, just anime bloodlust senses? You know, that's a fair point. But you know, every anime also like has their explanation for how their aura sensing works. Like Nen, or breathing, or the fruit.
Illusion shattered!
Let's play!
She moves so fast!
Shine down!
It's a fairy.
Why are there Ronin here? This is a Tenryou operation base.
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way.
How's this?
It looks like she's like searing a line of space.
Free!
Teamwork is teamwork! Yahoo!
The fairy!
Now you shall perish!
The fairy! Finally,
Hey!
Illusion shattered!
Oh wait, are there chests? Chests. Yeah, that's true that someone was willing to just head on fight the Shogun. But gameplay reasons. Oh shoot.
Let's get down to business.
Let's play!
There is no escape!
Finally, no. It's my lucky day.
I guess I can check this after.
Torn to oblivion!
Dang, her ult is cool.
Shine down!
Finally,
So I would be happy if I got her, but knowing the rumors about next version's banners, I like, those banners are important enough to me, I almost hope that I don't.
There is no escape!
Because I want my pity to be ready.
to the fairy.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Boom!
I'm going in!
Stabilize.
Illusion shattered!
The fairy. How's this? Finally, let's get down to business.
There's so many of them!
Here we go. Think you can get away?
My blade.
Oh, so sorry.
Quake. How's this? Gather. To the fairy. Lucky day. Going somewhere?
Ha, time for
Might be.
takeoff.
Now you shall perish!
Finally, to the fairy. Finally,
Nice. Oh. Checking for chests, checking for chests. Be proud of me. I actually checked for chests. Ooh! Yeah, Venti Black Hole, Zhongli Meteor, and Raiden Space Cutting. I like it. I like it. I'm enjoying this pattern. Why not get A for the sake of collecting the Archons? Because I am a sad little free-to-play player. So I have to be very strict with my banners. And there are always reruns, so I don't think about it too seriously.
Shine down!
If Child reruns, that will be my third chance to get him, and I failed the other two, so he is non-optional. Child is my line. I will not go 3 banners and still not get him. I absolutely refuse. It may very well be the end to my free-to-play days. Like, I will do it.
This moment will be
Kid you not.
frozen.
Brace yourself.
Push your luck. Cool it.
Isn't over. Gather, keep troops.
Two together.
I will have order.
Inazuma shines eternal. There is no escape.
Oh, so sorry.
Aren't these the ones that revive if you don't kill them fast enough? Yeah, when they first announced the characters in 2.0, I thought I was saving until Yai. But shit seems to come up. But I also expected her to be in 2.1, so they're making me wait a lot longer for her than I expected.
It's Kujo Kamaji! But who's he with?
Stay back. I will deal with this.
Almighty Shogun!
Shogun, what are you?
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is going on here.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryo Commission recently. Really, it's nothing worth the almighty Shogun worrying about.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin and Kairagi to keep guard?
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately. It was just out of security considerations, that's all.
You know, that actually would have been a fine line if you had, like, delivered it confidently.
Silence. Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your turn.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent misconduct.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast all along and fought back against the crisis. These are all falsehoods.
Says who? Why, you two-faced... You're going back on everything you said.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good, so they'll be first in line to replace the Kujo clan. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it under duress?
Good job. If you had some non-NPC flair, I'd probably be into it. Yeah, it's like kids explaining things to the teacher. That's how it felt too. Especially when she turned over, it's like, your turn.
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating here. You've completely changed your tune.
I believe I now understand the situation.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word they say can be trusted.
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan, you wish to become the new Tenryo commissioner. Do I understand this correctly?
Well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the Tenryo Commission to offer our lives in service of the almighty Shogun.
Hello, James. Indeed, indeed. Just for quest playthroughs.
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryo commissioner. The process is quite simple. Anyone who can beat me in a duel becomes the new commissioner.
That doesn't sound right. We were scared of her. That's... You BSing again.
Sorry, a duel with the almighty Shogun?
The first
There's
Tenryou
no way.
commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down within the Kujo clan ever since.
Jay Fresh, yeah, thank you for the FYI, because I would not have assumed that. Hi, Fresh. There's no way this is true. I mean, like, does she mean you fight a duel, but you don't have to win? It can't be you have to beat her in a duel, just you have to be willing to fight in the duel and try your hardest and demonstrate something that she wants to see?
If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must first be a new duel.
I really liked that line. They're like, your dispute here has zero interest to me.
Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your advanced age and declining physical condition?
I mean, one, ouch, but two, even if he was in prime fighting condition, you're still a god. He would doubt.
Here you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too afraid to face my blade.
Well...
Well, never mind. What about one of you, then? Anyone who can defeat me, Takatsukasa or not, will be appointed the new Tenryou commissioner. Does not a single person dare to face me?
I will challenge you, almighty Shogun.
What?
Oh, those really super close-ups. That was cute.
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against me, it cannot atone for the wrongs committed under the Kujo name.
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father made ought to spell the end of the Kujo clan's legacy in the Tenryou Commission. Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions. I knew that what I was doing was wrong.
Oh, no, you can't claim that, because, like, your father claimed everything, like, was... Everything was diggity with the Shogun, so, like... You wouldn't have... Like, even if he felt it was wrong, he was, to his knowledge, like Sarah, in the right for doing it.
But that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I understood the situation perfectly well, but I took no action, and I didn't save a single person.
Wait, so you knew? You knew and Sarah didn't know? I don't think you knew, man.
I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds. I can't even say that I failed to prevent it, because in order to fail, you have to have at least tried.
It's a good speech, though. You're doing great, Kamaji.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength, there is nothing you could have done, even if you had tried.
Damn, lady, respect.
Yes. I'm too weak. My father ignores me. My elder brother can't help me. And I even need Ippei to set me straight at times. It's the way it's always been.
It's okay. It's okay. The people strong enough to be, like, in power when you rule by duels, like, they're usually not the people who should have it anyway. You want to be a weak king with strong advisors.
But if nothing else, then right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, it is I who represent the clan, like my father before me. His duties are now mine to perform.
You're a good man.
Just as the Shogun said, a forefather of mine once showed his will with his sword. Then please, let me, Kujo Kamaji, end the story of the Kujo clan in the same way that it began. This is my last chance to do something.
You're right. Like, it's the same old tradition logic behind the death penalty of duels before the throne. I just have I have very little respect for doing things because of tradition. I trust, like, reasoning, and I like change, and whenever any claim is made with the reasoning because of tradition, like, I can accept that that's the reasoning, that's why it is, that's how it is, that's fine, but, like, I can accept it without understanding it, believing in it, or respecting it. So, anything that we say, like, oh, because it's tradition, it's like, okay, I'll go with it. Paimon's face? Shit, I missed Paimon's face!
This is patently meaningless.
No, I didn't see it! Bitch, you savage! I love it.
But I accept. Come forward.
Oh my god. This is meaningless, but okay.
The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn. Almighty Shogun.
Get up and try again! Just keep getting up! Oh my god! Save the glasses! Those have to be expensive in those days. That was a good line, the ready to learn Almighty Shogun. Like, I appreciated that too, Danny. Y'all seen what I did to that Harbinger, right? You can do it just one more time. You just need to show your resolve. That's all she's looking for. Good, you did it! You tried until your body gave out. You won!
Another anomaly in eternity.
You're winning. You're
Nevertheless,
winning at life.
It appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins.
Ooh, telepathy. That's sexy.
Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, it is your responsibility to take care of him.
I really wish he had unique models too. Like, that's kind of like earlier I said, if you had less NPC energy, I would dig it. Like, his whole personality is wonderfully set up. If they could have just given him, like, a little bit of spice. There's too much NPC energy in the design for me to fully feel how well he was portrayed and the character they made him. Doesn't need to be playable character status, but a little bit of spice. Sprinkle some Zhuang chili on there and I'll be happy. Let's give him a headband, you know? Something easy, something small.
You may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small matter such as this.
Yes, of course. I apologize. I'm sorry. So sorry.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the role of Tenryou Commissioner is indeed a matter of great urgency. However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's punishment for the time being. In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the Kujo clan as before.
As you instruct, so it shall be done. We would not dare question the Almighty Shogun's will.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce
don't look at
flaws
me
in
like
my
that.
judgment,
Thank you for the follow, Patriot. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. If you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment,
You will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will show no mercy.
shit, I said the line, but I wasn't really listening to it. What did it say? I said the line and somehow did not process it. Fatui, exactly what the other Kujo did. Never mind, I processed.
Understood. Thank you, Almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and mercy.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There's something I want to talk about with you.
Don't mind if I do. Really? No extras? Well, I thought I was more patient than I am.
Whew. When it's time to deal with the situation, you're just like the Shogun. So strict.
So strict.
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating.
I thought I was
If it
rather
had been the
accommodating.
Shogun, she would have decapitated Kujo Kamaji without a second thought.
You're right.
I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see it in his eyes. The Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. Kamaji is hardly a great heir to the Kujo name, but...
No. As civilization develops, it's much more important to have intellectual leaders than soldier leaders or warrior leaders. You behind the times, eh? Get with the program.
He has shown me how some things remain the same, even as the world around them changes.
You're getting there. You're getting there. Alright, I know this is another bonk thought, but like, they did a really good job of designing her costume to draw attention to the thigh chevron. It's like the way everything about Child's costume draws you to the tummy triangle. They did a great job of highlighting like, hello there.
I also have you to thank. The things we experienced out on the streets, and the photo you took of me, they helped me come to this realization too.
You know how to make them so.
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to carry on being in charge of the Tenryu Commission?
Not a chance.
No.
Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past mistakes cannot be erased.
I appreciate that she is like unyielding on this. I feel like a lot of characters would have been like, oh yeah, the father was a bad apple, but this boy, he's fine. He can do it.
Still, I will give them a little more time. After all, they are not the only ones who have made mistakes.
Oh, not a chance.
The Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. But I, as A, would like to offer my apologies.
Incapable of making mistakes. I want to take a bat and just like bonk her on the head a few times. Like, you know, when you hit a microwave until it starts working again? Just feel like, oh, there you go. Now she makes sense.
I have much to contemplate in the days to come. But at least, I can now see the way ahead.
Garbage in, garbage out. Yes, yes. Shogun is incapable of making mistakes, unless the information provided was incorrect. Which is pretty much the whole premise of a book I read ages ago, about 2 years, called The Weapons of Math Destruction. And it's about how machine learning can have very real sociological impact. It was very interesting, and it was pretty much a bunch of case studies on the Vision Hunt Decree issue.
I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat to eternity is still the erosion that comes with time. As I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is because I anticipated that I myself would change over time. But I've made up my mind. So I will do what needs to be done, no matter how difficult it is.
All right, maybe there's a value to what she's saying here, and this is just like me being a little closed-minded, where I'm such an advocate for change that, like, I cannot relate to her mindset at all. I feel like no, I can't understand what she's saying. I see no value in it. I feel like I'm supposed to be having a, like, eye-opening, oh, we see how she's perceiving things, and I don't see it. All I see is that I'm supposed to be seeing something, but I don't get it. You're not making sense, A. And I think this is just like, it's a perspective that's so different from mine. I can try to understand it intellectually, but I'm not going to get it, ever.
This has certainly been a memorable series of events.
We can date her at least to the era of the Archon War, because we know she and, I forget the pronunciation, Makoto, she and her twin god ruled together until the Cataclysm. So we can date her back to Archon War. We do not know if she predates Archon War.
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryo Commission, and the people in the city got to see a happy and healthy Shogun. All the awful rumors will disappear in no time.
Because my eyes are too drawn on the thighs. No, I'm listening. I'm listening. I vaguely remember, so Cole saying probably younger than Zhongli. I agree with that. I wish I could place it, but this information is almost a year old now. So I feel like somewhere it says that he is thought to be the oldest living thing on Teyvat right now. Like, anyone who was older than him died in the Archon War or went across the Dark Sea or something, such that he is currently the oldest being. Can't cite my source, but I have a feeling, or I have a vague memory, I came to that conclusion at some point. It's supposed to be alien to us, so we should try to understand it. We should try to have some compassion and sympathy, and never necessarily agree, but understand. And I think it very much is that. Like, her whole pursuit of eternity was a reaction to all of the loss that she faced. So it definitely comes down to fear of loss. But I feel like there's something very human about fear of loss. If her perspective is supposed to be so alien to us, then, you know, I can see that makes a lot of sense if she's been locked away and just thinking to herself for 500 years, as well as being at least 2,000 years old, and so on and so forth. There's all these things where it would make sense if just her way of thinking is completely unrelatable to us. But the fact that she is motivated by a fear of loss, and that her plane of euthymia got so warped and dark in the time of her isolation, those are very human experiences. So I feel like she shouldn't be that incomprehensible. In a way, that makes sense. So, Raiden Kunikuzushi, wow, I struggled with that. Kunikuzushi, Scaramouche, definitely Raiden A's son. You can see where he gets his arrogance from. Oh yeah, the I cannot make mistakes, yeah. Even gods daren't meddle in my fate. Neither mortal nor god, nor fate itself is qualified to be my judge. Yep, yep, you can see it.
If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
Next time, we'll bring you some souvenirs.
No need. There's no place for such things in my life.
Oh yeah, but there's a place for dongo milk? Come on.
Also, please stop making it sound as if I somehow need the company.
We saw your mindscape. You need the company. Slap her off her high horse, too. Am I supposed to be enjoying these traits? I feel like I'm low-key roasting her, but I think it's supposed to be things I like about her.
Okay. I'm ready to head back now. My period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you humans to deal with any minor issues in the meantime.
Maybe I do understand and I just don't like it. Maybe I am trying to write off, like, say I don't get it when really I do get it and I'm just displeased.
Okay, see you next time! Considering a lot of what happened was pretty unexpected, things seem to have worked out surprisingly well in the end. The only thing left to do is return the past permit to Yaimiko.
I think they meant son as like a figure of speech, you know, not literally physically a son as though she made the Bout Wow with someone else and produced a Scaramouche, but like he is her progeny. She created him. I'm just trying to talk myself out of wailing for Raiden. I have never particularly like felt a draw toward her personality. Every time it has occurred to me to pull for her, it's entirely because of her animations. I've never been into like her design, her backstory, her personality, her gameplay. None of it has appealed to me. But something about her animations draws me in.
Osmanthus wine tastes
Like
the same as I
osmanthus
remember.
wine. Do I think the Archons met Lumine back in the day? If so, do they know that we are her sibling? I don't have enough information to answer that. I'm pretty sure that she traveled the world. I think the order of events was that she woke up before MC. So allow me, I know we have this disagreement that, you know, they're interchangeable. Allow me to simplify things for my speech. So I think she woke up before Ether did, or we know that. But like on the span of years, traveled around with Dainsleif. Why did I just say Dainsleif? Dainsleif. So she traveled the world with Dainsleif, took pretty much the journey we're taking now, and then at the end of it, the cataclysm struck, and I don't think she woke us up for us to run away, like just for our sakes. I feel like, and this is purely my speculation, purely my speculation, but I think that she woke us up and said we have to get out of here so that we could go to like our plane and get help and somehow like assist with ending the cataclysm. And then the unknown god came and trapped the sibling who happened to know what was going on. Like, I don't think she just randomly chose which one of us she took. I think she chose to take the one who had traveled the world and already knew what was going on. And that when Lumine escaped, she unable, if they say in the cutscene that the unknown goddess took our powers. So
Come on, let's get
she
moving.
chose to help through the
We're not
Abyss Order
frozen in place after
because she
all.
couldn't get home and help through that. But she intended to help the whole time. Whether that initial journey with Dainsleif included the Archons, not sure about that one. And I can't really think of any evidence for or against either. Just that at the end of her journey, she had some understanding of the truth of the world.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Can we talk about how we wouldn't be able to do anything to help Inazuma if she kept her gnosis? How do you mean?
Protection of the Electro Archon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
It could be something that they're not allowed to talk about. Though I agree with, I do feel like if they did recognize her, our friends would have spoken to us in some sort of code to get around the fact that they can't talk about it. So the fact that they've just said we don't recognize her, I feel like that's a good point, Damie. If they had known her, they would have said something that implied to us that they just couldn't talk about it, and not just oh no, I never heard of anyone by that description.
Narukami, please.
Everyone looks silly doing that. I both love and hate making my elegant lord do it. Oh, so refined. Such manly. Tsurumi Island? I think I knew exactly one fun fact about it, but that was like 3 months ago, so I've forgotten it. All we know is like some tragedy occurred, I think. But honestly, that was
Boats are made
also
for
all we
transferring
knew about
commodities back and forth.
Sarai as well, so I
And
might have
those that
just
come across
confused those
Leeway.
in my brain. I don't know.
Miko, we're back! We had a great trip!
I haven't done the cat quest today. I saw it when I went to get video footage, but I did not do it.
Did you now? Well then, you'll have to tell me all about it.
We visited your publishing house. Tell us about your novels.
How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying to find her bearings in the big city. Marvelous.
Marvelous.
What a shame
Sounds
I didn't
good,
get to see it for myself.
Only you would dare to say that.
It's fine. She wouldn't mind. Really, she wouldn't.
That wink! Is that to mean she would?
So, from what you were saying, it seems that she's finally begun to comprehend what form eternity should take? That's the most important outcome of this trip. To be honest, I wasn't expecting you'd make such great progress when I lent you the pass permit.
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna force everything to stay the same way anymore.
Yeah, D3, if we get that acquaint. We still need to find an acquaint somewhere.
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven can't do when faced with something even more powerful than themselves.
Even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven can't do when faced with something even more powerful themselves. Something more powerful than the Seven. Alright, I feel like the human heart is the right answer, but they're baiting me here.
Take a guess. Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip and even had the chance to see A's less formal side.
I just had a full body shudder with how angry I felt at that line. My Sakura level is 17 or 16. I don't know. 17 and I got level 6 on the Oculi. How dare they put the Heavenly Principles as a clickable button? and have her respond with, take a guess. I am so mad right now. I know it looks like I'm crying, but I just cry when I'm angry, okay? This is anger. I need a minute. Okay. It's fine.
Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again. She would never admit to it, but she does, in fact, get quite lonely.
I was even preparing myself for it. I knew there would be I knew they wouldn't give me actual useful information, but I thought she would just, like, deflect. Like, say something that felt like it could be meaningful, but didn't actually have any new information. The way they're fucking like, ha! It's like, the pointedness of it. They went and poked us. Oh, I see. That the ambition, resonance, and Yai's training would be enough to beat her with the Gnosis. She does have a lot of control over her region. And we never really saw Venti or Zhongli fight with their Gnosis either. But do we know that? They weren't, like, none of their quests had them engage in combat. Venti got surprise donated, and Zhongli was a puppet master all along, so maybe they would be just as badass as... I mean, we know they wouldn't be because Venti is proud of being the weakest Archon. But, like...
What? But she said she doesn't need company.
I still don't think a Gnosis is necessary for creating Mora. I still don't believe that. There are a lot of things I don't believe. Lots of Schrodinger's theories.
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others, just that the idea of a god having company seems indulgent to her. But you don't belong to this world. Perhaps you are just the company she needs.
Can we go talk more about the power that's greater than the seven? That was interesting to me. Alright, that was enjoyable. I have, they did not end it on a good note. But I'm gonna go... Do we want to debrief? What are our thoughts? Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, thank you.
Was there something else you wanted to talk about? I have no doubt that she immensely enjoyed that drink. I'm sure she was as happy as can be.
It's level 17. I gave them sigils, like, earlier today.
What she really wanted to say was this. How soon do you think you could open a branch in the plane of Euthymia? Was there something else you wanted to talk about? Don't you think it's a fun idea, someone being reborn as the Raiden Shogun? That's all that light novels are supposed to be. A bit of fun. For her, though... Yes, probably a little too avant-garde.
Probably a little too avant-garde.
Ooh, maybe I should commission a sequel. Reborn as Guji Ai. What do you think?
I think you absolutely should. I think your story quest should be us, like, plotting it out. Please.
Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
What do I need 10 more levels for?
The puppet, yes. I've also heard that changing a puppet's operating rules is extremely difficult.
A puppet. So if she had said the puppet, I would think like this is a unique invention of A's. And, you know, can't take translations too seriously. But if I could trust the translation, I would look into this a bit, because a puppet would mean that the puppet is something that, like, someone else came up with and A just, you know, like, copied the approach, rather than it being something that A came up with.
It's most likely the first time in history anyone has faced this issue.
Oh, except for this.
You can imagine how hard it must be, given that it has successfully flummoxed the wise and powerful A.
Read A's lines, it'll make more sense. Okay. Okay.
This
Really
is
just
one
need to read the
problem that
lines.
even the Muso no Hitotachi will not be able to solve.
Because there's lots of shit that swords don't solve.
Was there something else you wanted to talk
Please
about?
don't look at me like that.
Thanks for the follow, Dark Vanisher. Settle in, make yourself at home. Am I glad that... Oh, wait a minute. Before I answer this question, seeing a question mark reminded me. Someone asked if I'm making a lore video about A. I don't know. I don't know. Because I have a lot of videos in progress right now. I have one with the audio recorded that I need to edit and then put out. I have three scripted that I need to produce. And then I wanted to do backstory videos for Sara and Kokomi the same way that I did one for Yoimiya. So that's 6 videos currently intended or in production, not to mention the general lore, not
Please don't look at me
Inazuma
like
specific
that.
ones that I want to do as well. So it kind of depends on how much I have to say about A. If there's something people really want to hear my opinion on, or not necessarily opinion, but even just like a summary or backstory investigation into, if there's like a specific ask for a video about A, I'm down to do that. But so far there's so much else already in the works that I'm not sure I'll prioritize it. Thank you for the follow, Magical Leaf. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. They did say in the Archon quest that the puppet technology was ancient art, so the puppet tech came from somewhere. Ah, I'm so glad you guys are good at like picking up their little word choices, because I'm such a broad strokes kind of person. I miss these little word choice things. So I feel like that's more evidence that kind of related to Magu Kenki sort of thing, because that's like the first encounter we had with a puppet. So then the question that reminded me, there was another question. Am I glad I was right about visions being granted, as in it wasn't as obvious? You mean about visions not being granted? Because like, I am a hard believer in they come from within. But, yeah. To answer the question, I try not to be a smug person, but I'm fucking happy about that one. There's a lot of things I could be wrong about and not care much. But this one, I'm actually like, I'm feeling really smug cat right now. To learn, yeah, that one made me real happy. I don't have anything valuable to say, but yes, it did make me happy on that one. Yeah. Katie, say it with me. Visions come from within, team. We're doing good. This whole chapter was very kind to us. All right. Yeah, I've got nothing else to say. And then someone said we should go to talk to the little guy with his food stand. You're having a good day, aren't you? He's down here, right? Do I want to check out the other light novel choices during the quest on YouTube? Yeah, we can do that. I always feel awkward when I get off of a quest real fast, so I want to do some debrief. Looking at the other options is going to be a good debrief. Don't miss out on Inazuma's creative cuisine. 1 Dango milk, please. Sure, I'll do it. This is what I'll drink before I pull on this banner, okay? 93. I will try out the maze when I visit Archon Mountain. Thanks to our almighty Shogun, the people who came by to buy some Dango milk went up significantly. They all think it's pretty good, too. I've given it a little thought, and even the kind of business we've been doing recently, there'd be no problem switching to just selling Dango milk. Still, I love experimenting more. I originally wanted to replace Dango milk with some new creative dish, but my customers all missed its flavor. So after discussing it with them, I decided to return Dango milk to the menu every so often. Oh, they're pulling a Starbucks with the pumpkin spice latte deal. As it turns out, it sold even better that way. Fuck. Sometimes I couldn't even keep up with the demand. Oh, wait, I've talked to you about creative cuisine before. Yes, we've already had this conversation. How many primos do we have to pull for Raiden? Like 13. Don't get too excited. I don't remember where I am in pity. I think somewhere near the middle. Are the other night novel options? I'll be able to find those in the travel guide, right? Travel guide, travel guide. Oh, travel log. Might be. Oh, because we got the prologue. Oh, nope, that's not what I want. This one. This is a very pretty gallery. This is super satisfying just to like go through. Beautiful. If only they let us replay the cutscenes. To traverse the mortal plane, pick a suitable light novel. Okay. Wait, we did that one. Recommend and explain the contents of the book. So, we gave her the martial arts story.
Why are there 7 people all striving to have a relationship with a single male protagonist? Is this some sort of narrative device, too?
Not really. It's a pretty normal story.
Why
you know,
are
where the guy can
so
only choose
popular?
one girl in the end.
I see. Yes, this is an important relationship, so he must choose wisely, but the decision-making process is a source of agony and conflict. So, could the author not simply add a narrative device whereby the main character could accept the feelings of all 7 admirers at once? Yes, that would solve it.
That would be the most boring love story ever!
No, it wouldn't. I would actually really approve of that approach. I would be fine with that approach. I like a solution.
Love.
Love.
Narrative devices are truly mysterious things.
No, that's how you end up with
So what do you
polyamory.
think of Yai Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we picked? Hey! Paimon thought we agreed not to bring that one up.
It's okay. I find it quite interesting. I didn't realize that this was how ordinary people viewed the Shogun. She would never use the Muso no Hitotachi as frivolously as she does in the pages of this book. Nor would she ever use it as a means of venting emotions. In reality, the reason for drawing her blade determines the martial form to use and the degree of power with which to imbue it. Since there is such a great deal of difference between the story and the reality, I don't feel offended at all. On the contrary, I find the author's powers of imagination quite admirable. That said,
The whispering got
I
to
hear
me
that
too.
Yae Publishing House's novels are all reviewed by Miko herself. which means that the content of this book must have been approved by her. In fact, no. It may even have been her idea in the first place.
So what do you...
That little laugh. In fact, it may have even been her idea in the first place. That was nice. Destiny, can you remind me to do that after we do the Neko quest for the day? Because while we're on YouTube, I want to only do stuff related to the quest, to this quest. So, do we have anything else we want to address regarding A's story quest? Because if not, I'm gonna give it a going once, going twice. Let the lag finish. Ooh, if I really want some primos, we can go look for this. I suppose it would be part of A if we went and tried to pull for her. Oh, do I like A more now? That is one that I can do on our closing things up screen. So, do I like A more now? I think she's interesting. Which is not a stellar endorsement, I know. But, I find her more intriguing. It is actually. It is a good endorsement. To say I find her interesting is a lot more than I could say earlier. I kind of, I've not really given a shit until now. So, to find her more interesting now is a win. I still don't really like her. I enjoyed how much she liked Dango and the fact that she could kind of pull a Zhongli and just be like, oh, pass it around to everyone. I will take them all and do it. And this is she gave him a celebrity review. She helped out a local business. I thought that was cute. I liked the way she interpreted the stories. I thought that was she could have just kind of dismissed them and instead she took them seriously. I appreciate that. I liked the way she dealt with everything that happened with the clan. I already forgot them because they had a 4-syllable name and I remember 2 syllables and only ever use 1. So I liked specific things that she did. I would say I like her more now. She still has an outlook that I just can't get behind. I recognize it. I acknowledge, yes, this is your outlook. You exist. There you are. But I don't like it. I don't agree with it. I don't respect it. I don't have any positive feelings towards it. Which is kind of a disappointment to me because there is a way that I could have had positive feelings towards a pursuit of eternity. I don't remember which video it was. Her miscellany, her teaser, or her demo, one of those, talked about how she sees reality as a dream over the eternity that is the shadow. She made some analogies or metaphors in that video, in the narration there, that I really enjoyed. I really got behind. And if they had run with that outlook, and made a case for her wishing for enlightenment for her people, I would have been a lot more sympathetic and understanding to it. The way that they portrayed it as, I don't want to say just a story of a bad reaction to loss, because that is a good motivation, but the way that they've portrayed her total disconnect, I don't enjoy nearly so much. Welcome, Tevashinary. We are actually just closing up. I guess my last comment on her, at least she shows she's willing to change. Yeah, it did well. We see that she truly does want what's good for her people, and I was kind of hoping for a Raiden or for an A who was just a straight baddie. I kind of they went in the direction that she does want well for her people, and that's fine. I think I would have been happier if they went in a different direction, but I'm gonna accept her as she is and not cling to preconceptions that I had just because they gave me a year to think about it. So given the way they portrayed her, she definitely needed to become more accepting of change, and I'm glad that they did that. So, overall, I guess short answer, yes, I do like her more now. I don't really like her still. Her lore, her backstory is gonna be super interesting to me. I'm sure I'm going to love that. And maybe ask that question again after I go read her story and voice lines, because no, I have not gotten to that yet. My bad. I'm sorry. I fail. So I'm gonna cut it there. Thanks for hanging, everyone. What's going to happen now is I'm gonna turn it off on YouTube. And then I'll be right back on Twitch, and we're gonna do the Neko quest and maybe some pulls, and what was the other thing? Destiny asked me to do something, I thought. Oh, go back through. We're gonna analyze Scaramouche's Archon Quest dialogue. So that's what's gonna go on Twitch for the rest of the night. For now, have a good night, everybody. If someone asked, when you asked about if I'm gonna do a lore video on A, if you have a specific ask of something that you would be interested in, comment it, or tell me in Discord, or go tell me on Twitch. I don't know. I will consider a video about specific asks. I just need ideas to say a video about A. There's a lot going on with A. If we can narrow what that video would be about, I am happy to do one. So tell me if you have specific ideas. I'll actually go away now. Bye-bye.